Yep, here we go again. Spray time. 2009 GMC Sierra. You know, looks beautiful, looks great. And I tell all these people, I just did initial rust knockoff, just like blowdown and knocking off some of the rust. Probably got a good 5-6 pounds of rust off of it, but basically, starting from the back, you've got these dealer style thin wall tubing. I mean, this is maybe 1/8 inch, if that. I wouldn't call this maybe a class 3. I don't know exactly what this one's rated for. Let's see, 5,000 pounds. No, God, it says it's a class 5. Yeah, right, class 5, my ass. It's not U-Haul. But either way, as you can see, the rest has got in there. You know, you reach in here, and I already blew most of this out. I just come back. What I do is I come back with a hammer in some spots and just lightly tap on some spots. And you can see here, this is cheese, man. I wouldn't tow a lawn trailer with this damn thing. You know, you wait too long, you think your car is new, you know, that the rust isn't going to start setting in. I mean, this isn't 09, you know, whatever, but I got plenty of customers that just, no, I'm not going to think about it right now. Big important thing too is rotating your spare tire in and out. If you can, this one's a Steely. I would get a alloy rim instead of a Steely, and I would rotate this in and out. I'm not a big fan of carrying it under the bed because, yeah, it saves space, but it goes to junk. This tire is completely unusable now. Completely unusable. I would say it looks like it's been used at least a couple of times. You know, really lightly. You still got lines on the outside, but the tread has been used. But, you know, the rim's Swiss cheese now. You go back here and you start looking at things like, you know, for instance, the shocks. These shocks are pitted all to hell. You know, and you can see this one's got a little bit of wetness right there. That's blown. This one right here, a little bit of wetness there. That's blown. You start looking at things like this. Your brake line support, gone. So now your brake line is, you can see it right here. Tap, 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 tap. That'll be a leak soon enough. This one's still good, so one thing to do here, maybe just give it a little slight bend. Now it's got a slight bend. Now it's not going to be sitting there tapping, trying to saw a hole through. Going through, I mean, you can see the cross supports. Cross supports are shot. You know, cross support ribs. I mean, I can literally crush these ribs with my bare hand. I was just tapping on with a hammer a little bit, and it was just like tapping on a tissue box. Same thing with this cross member. This cross member is about the same shape as the rear. Well, it's made out of the same stuff. The dealer hitch is made out of the same cross tubing. You know, that 1/8 inch wall tubing that after a few years is 16th wall tubing. So your cross support's junk. The frame's still ish. You know, you got a lot of stuff happening here. A lot of rot because it can't go anywhere. It's got a pocket. It sits in there and it makes a little pocket and it just rots and rusts, and you know, so all this in here is just paste and junk. Light rust removal, because right now at this point it's not even worth it. All you're doing is buying time. Buying time until the frame rots in half, snaps in half. You know, you've got rust on a lot of these components. I mean, you know, and pumpkin's lost about a 1/16 of an inch. All your shielding's going. You can see it. You see the ribs. And the thing is about down here too is you've got the frame. The frame's got all these openings in it. You know, all these toe strap and toe hook openings and everything. Well, down here where it bellies, this is right behind the bed. Down here where it bellies, there's no openings, none. And this is channel. This is closed frame design. You know, box frame. So there's nowhere for anything to go. It gets in and it's all in there. All in there. It's not going to go anywhere. So that means eventually it's going to snap in half, most likely like right in this area between the where the bed starts and about the catalytic converter, because that's the low spot of the frame. You can already see all the welds and everything starting to go. Another thing, you can see this. This is all the undercoating from the factory. Good job, huh? Good job, guys. And what happens is the oil and stuff from the engine, leaks and whatnot, travels downstream, starts hitting all this and taking it off. The fluid film I use won't happen. Fluid film will stay. Unless you physically steam clean it off, it'll stay. But you can see all this. You know, this is all the tub's starting to go. You know, again, this is, I mean, it's covered in grime too. This water gets up in behind the grime, or is coming from inside, one or the other. You know, just going to hell. All going to hell. 2009. Probably like this. You take care of it, wash it up, may get another 4 or 5 years out of it. Look at all the welds. These are all the critical points. This is all thrashed. All thrashed. This is why I'm telling the customer with the new cars, get them sealed. Up here where all the leaks are. Look at, this is the only thing it saved right here. You got a nice leak in the trans. That cross member's good. Whoopee! But over here where there's no leaks, it's all rusting and rotten. Again, your struts. You see the coil springs? Coil springs are all delaminating. Those are all rotting. They're losing. Look at the bloat. Look at the bloat on the bottom of the strut. All that rust in the bloat. That is ridiculous. Up here, same thing. You get leaks. You know, all these nice leaks. But where there aren't leaks, rust. Rust. And it's all inside. It gets all in these holes. You can see here. You know, you can see here. It's all rust. See, this is what I was saying. Why you take care of this crap sooner than later? Because now the spray is not helping. All it's doing is buying you time. It's not keeping it nice. It's basically holding off a little bit of the rust. That's about it. So that's where we're at, boys. Another video after I'm done.